Mr Speaker.
Andrew Bailey.
Mr Speaker, it's a pleasure to be standing here in support of the Prime Minister's statement. In fact, it's more than that. It's actually exciting to be part of the team which is radically overhauling New Zealand and which this Prime Minister has been leading for the last 6.5 years. This is clearly a government with a plan that's working hard, achieving results and delivering great outcomes. This is not about having talk fests, symposiums and conferences. The results say it all. A growing economy. At 3.2%, we have one of the fastest growing economies in the world, and Treasury are forecasting that we're going to sustain that at 3% per annum for the next 3 years. We've got interest rates at 20-year low, which is great for people wanting to buy new houses and expand their businesses. We've got more jobs, 80,000 last year, and even Treasury are projecting that we'll create 151,000 new jobs over the next 5 years. That means 250,000 jobs, new jobs for New Zealanders. That's truly encouraging for people wanting to gain self-respect from having a good job and earning regular income. Which brings me to income. Average wages have risen by 15% over the last 5 years and will continue to grow now that we have tamed inflation, which is less than 1%. Debt at a mere 26% of GDP and targeted to be at 20% by 2020. And the prudent steps we've taken to control government sector, with our government expenditure now sitting at just over 30%, a far cry from where it was 6 years ago. I also want to acknowledge the great work that the Minister of Social Welfare has achieved in getting more people off work, 1,600 a week, who are now enjoying the respect of having a good job. Better health outcomes, and as the Minister of Finance noted earlier today, free doctor visits for under-13s to be introduced from the 1st of July this year. A focus on immunisation for our young toddlers. Programs to reduce obesity and encourage more active lifestyles. Improved educational outcomes. After doubling our investment in early education, we are now at a stage where we've got 96% of our young children participating in early education, and much improved NEC levels, where only this morning in the Education Committee did we hear from the Ministry of Education where Level 2 NCEA achievement rates for Māori and Pacific Islanders have increased by 10 and 12% respectively. Great outcomes. We're also assisting to get people into homes, not only around the supply of new homes, but also through our Welcome Home package to allow first-time homeowners to buy their first home. And we're also creating a better environment for our business people, reducing ACC levies, easier workplace practices, changes to the RMA, and also creating the right environment so that health and safety pervades all our work environments. Finally, and most importantly, our focus on vulnerable families. Our package of measures are comprehensive, coherent and welcome. It was only timely that earlier this week or last week that the Salvation Army released their update report, which showed we had achieved improvement in 10 out of the 13 measures. This is a government that has a heart. This is a government that has a soul and a desire to improve the well-being of all New Zealanders. In essence, there's a lot more confidence in our regions as well as at an individual level. This is good government. But all of us know that there's more to do, and that's why all 60 of us in this National Party can't wait to continue focusing on dealing on the hard issues that have been troubling New Zealand generations. Our story is incomplete, but it's been exciting reading some of the chapters so far. I commend the Prime Minister for his vision and energy. It's great to be part of his team.
Mr Speaker.
Tim McIntyre.
Mr Speaker, New Zealand